up, world? It's your boy DJ on the mic. What coming in? And boy, we have to go out and go fishing because we are facing off against a deep saver slash fish combo up in here. And as you can see right there, that was definitely a mulligan hand. No rookies, but right now we've got the absolute nuts. We got the shoe, and then we also got the scramble, which is just perfect for that setup. As you can see, the opponent is going into the Gomamon in the back and then flooring that up with a Cendrillmon combo right there, which is a-okay. So I'm looking pretty steady. We got a Calmon in the back, going into the promo shoe as standard, and then we're going to get a bit of a search on with the EX-07 shoe because we need to dig deep and get that ultimate chaperone, which just means I've got line, which when I got line, we eat it. We're eating real well. We're talking Sunday roast well. So the opponent goes out, and I'm thinking, okay, does this Cendrillmon have drumming? I don't know. I don't know if he's a fan of the Bob Marley, but we're gonna sure find out if he does have the jamming, because he could have potentially swing. But I'm thinking if he does swing, you know, get that nice free resource from my security, because that's how I've built this deck. But he's contemplating and thinking about what he needs to do, and I'm just thinking, right, my game plan. Try and set up accordingly, being the thing, as he goes into the Metal Cendrillmon, which would unsuspend him, but you know, no need to. So right now I'm like, you know, these odds right here, me going up against an ultimate whilst I'm in rookie stage is not the wave, but we do have the starter deck Arissa, which is going to help us set up. The main thing with this actual deck list is making sure that we set up and then gain the absolute value. There's no rush. So we go in with the EX-07 Shoo coming in, and she's going to absolutely be a legend and play out the starter deck Arissa, which is then going to be our solid memory setter and also our effectively our rush enabler, being the absolute crucial thing with this deck. We want to make sure that we are swinging, and we are swinging with many bodies as possible. So I'm just going to steadily evo in the back into a champion, which then enables us to ensure that we can climb up into our queen, which is going to be Cendrillmon, for real. So the opponent is going with the Mainamon in the back, which is absolutely fine. And at this point I'm thinking, you know, is he digging? And he throws out the mental training, and I was like, here we go. We got big fishes all around. And there's the Metal Cendrillmon, which I'm kind of thinking, is he going to go into it now? Or is he predicting an ace play from me if I swing? And to be honest, I've got answers for it. I mean, I can definitely delete that, not a problem, because I do have the start deck Chaperone, or if I want to go wide, I can go in with the EX-07 Chaperone. I've got Chaperones for days, but it goes in for the swing. And I'm thinking, boy, hella brave. Goes in, obviously, gets a draw from the Gomamon because it's a 7 or less, and oh, resonance insecurity, baby. So I got a target. It's going to be our, you know, our glorious Doc Martin here, which is going to just come out on field, which is very nice for us to evo effectively for the reduced cost of by 1, which is always the nut. So the opponent's got to make a bit of a choice here. It's like, I'm building out wide because that brother got greedy, and he goes in the Metal Cendrillmon as standard. I'm thinking this is pretty okay, but it means that, you know, you've got a punishable target here. So absolutely source strips me, and he's able to bot deck one of my Digimon. He just goes for the Searcher, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if that was it. Chief. So I'm gonna get out the shoot. I think it's time. You know, I've got the scramble, I've got Vortex on deck. I'm like, I'm pretty comfortable. I'm eating. Big lobster time right now. So push out with the shoe. I'm like, scramble, initiate, for real. So ultimately I want to make sure that I can DP minus that boy, because the reason being is that when I kind of go into my Cendrillmon, it means that I can effectively swing in, delete that, bring the turn back. We're doing double overclocks up in here. So Liberator, just setting up the cards, and it means that I can effectively evo into my Cendrillmon for the cost of 3 instead of the 4 which it would naturally cost, which is the absolute value. My hand size is looking okay, which is always nice, and I managed to summon out a familiar token. Glorious. Do you want to give it a rush? Give it a miss, because I'm going to use that as absolute overclock fodder as I swing into security, and I'm able to neg 6k due to Cendrill's effect. And also I have the promo Shoo, you know, in the stack as well, just in case we've got some stragglers about. So easy pickings here, absolutely cruising, as the opponent did not delete my, EX-07 shoe, which means that, I can absolutely evo efficiently into, I could go into another ultimate if needs be, but for some reason, I was like, why did I swing? I could have literally tried to climb, but looking back, brother didn't have a champion, so I understand the logic. So I pass over at 1. Beautiful. Choke game be real. I got him choked up in here. But he does have a mental training stocked up, and the Betamon is looking pretty angry. I'm like, boy wants to come out the hot air balloon and absolutely going hard on a boy. So goes into mental training, a standard. I mean, that's definitely the play right here. If you're pushing out, you need to do something, because I do have swings on board to push out lethal and get game. And goes into the promo Cendrillmon, which I'm like, okay. Man's coming out with that jamming like the Bob Marley. Light work through that security. We'll allow it. And I'm thinking, unless he does something like spectacular right here, I think I'm Gucci. So it goes into the Mega Cendrillmon, which obviously unsuspends him. Real nice. But I'm like, right. Boy setting up an ace play. I can see it by a mile away. And I'm like, no. Like Amy Winehouse up in here. I'm like, what's going to happen, my guy? So, setting up, get the Cendrillmon out on deck, as always. Do I want to get a familiar token? Yes, please. When has anyone said no to that? Probably when Medieval Gallantmon's out on the field, or basically Dino Rexmon, because he's an absolute terror at the moment. So, I evo into the promo Shoo, which just gives us some more fodder to play with right now. So I've got plenty of swings on deck here. Means I can swing in, I can absolutely get rid of the potential, ace target, and I'm coming in hella swag, because I'm going for that juicy swing, and 7k don't matter. Don't matter, because I'm eating. But what do we get here? The deep saver option that enables him to play out the Mega Cendrillmon. Interesting. So right now I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing, but no. Lucky enough, Cendrill's effect is not once per turn, and I can delete one of my familiars, and one of the familiars have the on-deletion effect is that I minus 3k off a boy. So reduce that, delete that, and we go for the swing and win. There you have it, guys. We've got some big fishes up in here today. I must admit, Deep Savers just needs that little bit more support in regards to, kind of searching out the pieces and so forth. But I think they are in a pretty decent spot, or, in line for some good support. We do obviously have the Giga Cendrillmon releasing in the next booster, which is obviously going to help them massively. But still, we need an EX-09 set just to really flesh that out. But guys, if you enjoyed the video standard, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, because I like talking to you guys. For real. So, stay safe, stay fly. I'll catch you next one. D-Dread, off the mic.